I am sitting outside of Aldi. I'm about to go in and do some shopping, and it has been almost 3 months since I've been here. I can't believe that. And I have a few reasons why I haven't been. I'll explain those to you, but I thought I would take you shopping with me today. We can see what's new, maybe do a few price comparisons, have a few taste tests, and of course, we're gonna come up with something yummy to have for dinner. I'm actually not even sure that I have a quarter. That's how long it's been since I've been here. Can't find my Aldi quarter. It's a good thing I changed purses this morning. I found one, so yay. Crisis averted. Aldi crisis averted. This might actually be the worst day to come Aldi shopping because it's Tuesday. These sales cycles run from Wednesday through Tuesday. So this is the end of whatever the previous sales cycle was. Plus it's the Tuesday after Labor Day weekend. So it's right after a holiday. I'm just gonna hope that basic things are getting restocked. There might not be much new to look at, but this is the day that I had to do it. So we're gonna go get it done. This might be a very quick Aldi trip because it is freezing inside the store today. Fall, y'all, pumpkin spice, it's here. Okay, this is the first time I am seeing whole bean coffee in my Aldi. Yay. And it's a full pound for $6. I say this every year, so y'all have heard this before, but I'm actually not a big pumpkin spice person. It's not my thing. I much prefer peppermint things as we get closer to Christmas. Like I really like that flavor profile, so I usually pass on a lot of the pumpkin spice stuff, although I like apple flavored things. I typically see, you know, like apple crisp flavored items along with the fall things, so if I'm picking up fall flavored items, that's usually the one I'm looking for. What about you guys? Are you pumpkin spice fans? Yes or no? Okay, I know I've talked about this ad nauseum when it comes to saving money on grocery shopping, but really one of the best ways to save money is to try to delay your trip by just a day or two and use up the food or some of the food that you already have in your house. We actually did that this past weekend. I had my husband throw some things on the grill so we could clear some things out of our freezer. We ate up some of the snacks that we had open. I used up like some pasta that we had around to go along with the stuff he was throwing on the grill. We made sure that we were using and eating up some of the produce, you know, fruits and vegetables that probably aren't gonna last much longer. Because as soon as new food comes into the house, we just tend to eat that food, and you know, other stuff gets pushed to the back of the fridge, or that produce gets left in the bottom of the produce bin and then goes bad. So when I actually dedicate a day or two to looking around and seeing if I can use up a few things that we already have on hand, it saves me a little money because that food is not going to waste and I'm delaying going to the grocery store and using the food that we've already paid for. That doesn't mean that you have to wait till you're completely out of food to go to the grocery store, and I know some people are limited by their schedules. Like you have certain days of the week when you are able to go to the grocery store. And if that's you, I would just encourage you to, you know, look around at what you have. Make a list, you know. Sometimes I have spent way more money when I'm coming into the store and flying by the seat of my pants as opposed to actually looking at what we already have and thinking about how I can use those things. So that might be a way that you can do the pantry challenge, use it up challenge. If you are on a tight schedule and only have like one day a week or something that you can consistently go grocery shopping, is to really get into that meal planning beforehand and identify those half-open packages of things, that produce that needs to be used up, and have a plan for how you're going to use it so that when you come back home with the new groceries, it doesn't get forgotten about. You know, boy, something happened here. Baking soda's a little bit worse for the wear. And see if we can find a box that just looks normal. This was the best I could do. It looks like they dropped the whole case. I'm picking up some turkey pepperonis today because Rick really likes to pack them in his lunch. He makes little like turkey roll-ups with tortillas and cream cheese. And at Walmart, they're $2.98. Here at Aldi, $2.49. Ruthie loves these, and I don't always see them. So I'm gonna grab a couple of bags while they have them. McKenna has been asking for yogurt-covered raisins. She calls them something. I forget what it is that she calls them. Maybe they're like a brand name. I think she just has seen them in other kids' lunches and likes them, but I thought they had them here at Aldi, but I'm not finding them. I checked with like the nuts and the raisins and the dried fruit, and then I'm also over here in the candy. Am I crazy? Have they had those before at Aldi? And I'm just not seeing them right now. I don't know if this was just a sale this week or if they're marked down for a little while, but the 6 packs of applesauce for $1.59, that's a really good deal. They are, I think, $2.24 for the store brand at Walmart. The 40-calorie bread, the 40-calorie per slice bread that's pretty popular among people who are like just trying to watch their calories or lose a little weight, they have it here at Aldi in their brand for $2.19, I think. And the cheapest loaf that I see on the Walmart ad is $3 $3.44. So if that is something that you are commonly buying, it's a pretty good deal here at Aldi. Ay, 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 eggs are back up again. They're $3.17 today at Aldi, but that's still better than they were at my Walmart yesterday. They were $3.77 a dozen. Butter is $4.28 a pound at Walmart. It's $3.99 here at Aldi today. Whipped cream cheese in the 8-ounce tub is $1.99 here at Aldi. It is about $2.25, $2.27 I think at Walmart. This rotisserie pulled chicken is $9.97 at Walmart for a pound of it. It's only $7.99 here, and we love to use these for like salads, quick lunch preps, things like that. Let's do a rapid fire of all the cool things that I want to buy but can't because my kid is in marching band and I have no money. I'm sure some of y'all can relate, right? I mean, just substitute travel baseball, cheer and pom, theater, right? Kids, man, we love them, but they're expensive. Lots of almond flour cookies for anybody who needs that. Birthday cake, strawberry shortcake, s'mores, mini s'mores, or strawberry waffle cone treats. A 6-quart programmable slow cooker for $30, and it looks like there's a delay on here too. I'd be interested to know if that is one of the features. I had that on one of my crock pot ones, and it was super helpful because you can delay the start for a few hours if you're heading out the door early in the morning. I'm not a big fan of buffalo flavored stuff, but I think I probably would like these Parmesan garlic kettle chips. There's not very many in the bag though, it seems like. Cinnamon bun dessert dip. That sounds good. Ooh, cinnamon toaster waffles. They have pumpkin spice too, but I think we need to get the cinnamon and try them out. McKenna is my waffle connoisseur, so I'll let her report on the cinnamon waffles. For all of you keto followers, I see cloud bread in the freezer section. So these look like the Dino Nuggets, but they're desserts. Brownies, and looks like birthday cake flavored little cakes or something. Strawberries and cream rose cones. Don't those just look fun? Like maybe for a party or a baby shower or something. And speaking of babies, lots of baby stuff in the Aldi Aisle of Shame today that I'm seeing. Sugar-free jellies and jams. I don't know that my Aldi normally carries sugar-free preserves or jellies. Let me know. Do you guys see these often? Okay, I have actually tried these Aldi mugs that are sort of a knockoff of the Yeti mug, and I have to say, I do not like them. I don't think they're that great. Definitely think it's worth investing in that Yeti coffee mug if that's your thing. I've had my oldest one for 8 years. Highly recommend. Okay, these are kind of cute little fall sponges. Super cute. Fall candles, more fall candles, dog themed candles, more fall candles. Oh man, I'm not gonna get these, but this is totally my jam. These little spice cookies, yum. In my opinion, Walmart does have Aldi beat in a few areas. One specifically that I think is the reason why I haven't been to Aldi in the past few months. Walmart's grocery pickup and delivery, like their order online and then go pick it up or have it delivered to your doorstep. In my opinion, it's just unbeatable compared to the other options in my area. When I shop at Aldi, I really want to shop in store. Yes, there are things that I'm purchasing almost every time I come here. I do think that, you know, just my basic pantry, fridge, freezer items, I'm usually finding the best price here at Aldi, just on those things that you stock regularly. However, a lot of the fun of shopping at Aldi are seasonal items and the special finds and just things that they put out from time to time, and it's much harder to browse for those things when I'm shopping for them online. Plus, to order groceries for pickup at Aldi or to have them delivered, I mean, I can do that, but I have to go through Instacart. There's going to be, you know, an upcharge or a delivery fee, and I don't have that when I have Walmart Plus for delivery, or if I'm just doing grocery pickup from Walmart. As long as I'm meeting a certain threshold, it doesn't cost me anything to go pick up my groceries. I took the month of July off from filming. So at the end of June, I was wrapping things up. July, we kept things really simple. I didn't do a ton of cooking. I really didn't want to be in the grocery store very much. So I know I was opting for that grocery pickup option or even that grocery delivery option. When I'm doing that, I'm usually going to go through Walmart. So anyway, we all have to do what works for us and whatever's whatever season we're in. And I gotta tell you, that grocery delivery and even just the grocery pickup where you go to the store and they load it into your car, if they'd have had that option when my babies were babies, that probably would have been the only way that I shopped. They were rolling that out right as my kids were like getting into school. We were kind of past the baby and toddler stage, but I just gotta say, if that is the thing you need to do, you go for it. And I do that from time to time still, just when life is busy, but I don't usually shop that way when I'm shopping at Aldi. I want to come in the store and see what they have, you know? Anybody else like that? This haul was mostly like a restock of some pantry and fridge and freezer staples, like some canned and frozen veggies, like sugar and flour, and some stuff for lunch packing, some snacky things. I didn't get a ton for meal making because I have a couple of meals videos that I'm gonna be shooting later on in the week, so I'm gonna go pick up like that meat and veggies and like the ingredients for that separately so I can show you that in that specific video. For tonight's dinner, I'm gonna be trying a new recipe as well. I'll show you. Normally on a big grocery shopping day, I will just do something super easy, like a heat and eat meal, a take and bake pizza, sandwiches, charcuterie, something like that. But it's Tuesday, and on Tuesday nights we have been doing family dinner. And you're probably like, isn't every night family dinner? Mindy, you have a family. Yes. Tuesday nights, none of us have anything usually that takes us out of the house, so it's a good night to actually like make a nice dinner, sit down at the table, all eat together at the same time. I wish we could do that more often. Maybe you can in your household, but a lot of nights we're eating in shifts, or we're eating, you know, on our way to or from an activity, or we're hanging out on the patio and eating while we watch football or baseball or something like that. But on Tuesday nights, I like to pour myself a glass of wine, or today I'm just making a cup of tea, and make something really yummy for the family to enjoy together. I like to put out a little snack for everybody. Sometimes it's just vegetables, you know, like crudité, vegetables, a little dressing. Tonight I also have a little bit of cheese and crackers. They have such a great selection at Aldi of all kinds of charcuterie things. And I also saw these little pretzel bites in the refrigerator section. You could get them with cheese sauce or with like honey mustard sauce. I put mine in the air fryer. They probably would have been a little better had I just warmed them up in the microwave, like in a damp paper towel. These are a little bit crispy on the outside, but I bet they'll still get eaten. And if I put this stuff out and everybody just snacks a little bit before their dinner, they don't ruin their dinner, but they'll come out here in the kitchen and they'll chat with me while I cook. The inspiration for this chicken pasta with bacon and corn is coming from something I pinned a while back, so I'll leave the original linked in the description box below. I'm changing it up a little bit to try to simplify the cooking process. So I'm getting 12 ounces, about 3/4 of that 1 pound bag of pasta going on the stove. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna chop up into little pieces, about 6 or 8 pieces of this center cut bacon, and get that cooking. I think the original recipe calls for chicken thighs, but I'm gonna use this thin sliced chicken breast from Aldi, and I'm gonna cut that up into smaller pieces. I wanna get it cooking pretty quickly on the stove. To season that, I'm gonna use some Cajun seasoning, some garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of extra paprika, and then salt and pepper to taste. And I'm just gonna mix that all around to make sure that the chicken pieces are evenly coated. When my bacon is almost done cooking, I'm gonna drop those chicken pieces into the skillet with the bacon so that it can cook in the bacon grease. I want to get it mostly cooked. It doesn't have to be completely cooked through because I'm gonna let the chicken finish cooking in the sauce that we're gonna make to go along with this. I decided to add a heaping tablespoon of garlic there towards the end of the cooking process with the chicken and the bacon, and just make sure I'm giving that a stir so that the pieces aren't sticking to the bottom of the pan. I microwaved 3 ears of fresh corn and cut it off the cob, but you could also just use about 1.5 cups of frozen corn. You could use a can of corn. I would probably drain it beforehand if you're using canned corn, but since we still have fresh corn in season, I wanted to use that. And now I am adding in 1 cup of half and half. I'm gonna bring that to a simmer, and I'm gonna just keep stirring it over a low simmer so that the chicken finishes cooking. It's gonna take about 8 to 10 minutes or so, and I wanna make sure again that I stir that occasionally so that the mixture doesn't burn to the pan. When I think my chicken is done, I use a meat thermometer to make sure that it is cooked all the way through. And now I am adding half a cup of Parmesan cheese to this. And then I will be ready to stir in the cooked pasta, which I drained after it was done cooking, and it's just been sitting in the strainer waiting to be added back to the pot with the chicken, bacon, corn mixture. Hindsight is 20/20, but I wish I had added a little bit more cheese to this and maybe a little bit more cream. So that's why I'm adding another quarter cup or so of half and half, because I don't think I had quite enough sauce to really coat the pasta the way I would have liked. I also just on a whim added a little bit of this cotija cheese that I've been trying to use up, but a little bit of extra Parmesan, salt and pepper, or that's just totally optional. And we just had a really simple side salad to go along with this. I had some extra bacon, and that was dinner tonight. Also been stopping by some kind of, local bakery and picking up some kind of treat for us to sample together. I usually get 2 or 3 different things that we can all take a bite of, and then the kids will pack the remnant pieces in their lunches the next day. Okay, so this is a brookie. This is a toffee crunch cookie. This is a shortbread, but it has like a glaze or something. Looks like an almond bark glaze on it. And then this is an oatmeal peanut butter chocolate chip. There's a lot going on in that cookie. So I would only give that dinner about a 6. I probably wouldn't make that again. It was good. I mean, everybody ate it. It wasn't bad. But it's one of those dinners that's a lot of prep work. It's a lot of steps in the recipe. And so I really need it to be fantastic, because I have so many great super easy recipes that come together quicker or in fewer steps or less work. But it was fine. And now that's one that I can take off my Pinterest board. Every time I was scrolling through it, I was like, I gotta make that. And now that I've made it, I'm like, okay, well, that was okay, but probably not a keeper for me. And now I'm out enjoying a nice little evening stroll, because another great thing about family dinner night is that after we're done eating, everybody else cleans up since I cooked. Yay. YouTube thinks you might want to watch this video next. If so, I'll see you there. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one.